morning students, this is SD Pawar madam, lecturer Department of Economics, Gokte Commerce of Gokte PU College of Commerce and Science, Belgaum. Today we shall begin with the second topic of macroeconomics, national income. Part 1. National income accounting. What is national income? National income, I have written in short NI. It is a flow of final goods and services produced by the people of a country in a given financial year. Therefore, it is not a stock concept. Now, you need to understand what is the meaning of a flow. Flow means the goods that are produced in the current year, the goods and services that are produced in the current year, in the particular financial year, are only included in the national income figures. Okay, therefore it is not a stock concept. Stock means the previous year's carry forwarded goods and services are not included in the financial year. So only those goods and services produced in this particular current year is included in national income figures of that particular year. Previous year's unused stock or inventory is not included. So distinguish between stock and flow concept with example. These are all from exam point of view only. Stocks are defined at a particular point of time. At a particular point of time means up till now all the goods that are produced and services, it is included. It includes even the previous year's goods and services or the machinery also. Okay, up to this particular time. Flow are defined over a period of time, usually a financial year. Over a period of time means from this particular date to that particular date, that is from say 1st April 2019 to 31st March 2020. That is the financial year. Stock, second point, capital goods like building, factory, machinery are used irrespective of a specific time period for many years. Okay, also food grain, stock, foreign exchange reserves, bank deposits, these are all stock concepts. Our bank deposits, those deposits are not of just particular year, they are from last previous many years. Okay, machinery also, that we are, which is produced in a particular year, but we are using that machinery for a number of period of times. Okay, then factory building also, it is a stock concept. It may be built 5 years back, but the building is, factory building is still being used. It is a stock concept. Flow, second point, national income, exports, imports, profits, output. Output means the GDP. Net investments. Net investments means the investments that are done in this particular year. Capital formation. Capital formation means how much new stock of goods is added in the current year only. That is called capital formation. Are all flow concepts as they occur over a period of time, usually a year. See, when we talk of national income, we talk of current year only. When we talk of exports and imports, profits, we talk of current year only. Then we need to, there will be a question, distinguish between stock and flow concept, and with an example. The same example that is mentioned here has to be given, textbook example. Example, suppose a tank is being filled with water coming from a tap. Okay, there is a tap flowing and the tank is being filled. The amount of water flowing into the tank from the tap per minute is flow. When you leave the tap and you start filling the tank, the water that is flowing from the tap is called as a flow concept at that point of time. But how much water there is in the tank at a particular point of time is called stock concept. You please take screenshots and note this notes in your notebooks, because write down this in your notebooks, because these are only the notes that I give in the classroom. Then what are final goods? Final goods are goods meant for final use or final consumption by the consumers and will not pass to any more stages of production or transformation. Final goods, once sold, it passes out of economic flow, and intermediate values are included in the final values. Now see, I purchase sugar and I take it home and I prepare tea and I drink that tea. That is final good. Okay, and so once I purchase it from the shop, that is that particular product is out of economic flow. Again, it will not, that sugar I am not taking and converting it into any other form. Again, I am using it for final consumption. What is intermediate goods? Intermediate goods are the material inputs or raw materials that get used up in the process of production and lose their form. Now say for example, take a steel sheet or an aluminium sheet you take. Aluminium sheet is a raw material. It will be transformed into vessel. It may be converted into any other form later. So it is a intermediate good. What are producer goods or investment goods or capital goods? They are one and the same. Producer or investment or capital goods are used for a long period, like factory building, machinery. Okay, they are used for a longer period of time. They are investment goods because they require huge investments. They are used for a number of years, used for a long period of time. They are helping in the production of different goods and services. Producer, investment or capital goods. Consumer goods are the goods used by final consumers for consumption purpose, like food, clothing, etc. What is depreciation? You have come across this term in your accountancy subject. It is the deduction or allowance made from the gross or total investment for wear and tear of capital, machinery and building. Say you have purchased a machinery or a building, the value of that machinery and building will not remain the same next year or in the coming years. So there will be, because of constant use, there is going to be wear and tear to that machinery and building. So that much amount is deducted, certain amount is deducted every year as an allowance for repairs and maintenance, and that itself is called as depreciation. Expand CPI, this you have done in your first year. What is CPI? Consumer Price Index. Then next one, difference between consumer goods and capital goods. For 2 marks they will ask. Consumer goods are purchased by ultimate consumers for the final consumption of goods and do not pass through any further stages of production. Okay, they do not, once they are purchased, they are consumed, they are used off finally, once and all they are used off, and they are not used for further transformation or production purpose. Capital example you can give: food, clothing, TV, mobiles and other services that are consumed. Okay, second one, capital goods, first point, they are producer goods purchased by producers for the production purpose. They do not lose their form or do not get used in the process of production, but remain in business for a long time and undergo wear and tear. Here means, capital goods means these are goods like machinery, factory building, tools, which are produced by the producers only for production purpose. in the process of production, like intermediate goods, they do not lose their form. Like raw materials, they do not lose their form but they remain same, but here they undergo wear and tear. Example, machinery, factory building tools, etc. Then, what are the four factors of production? Mention their rewards. The four factors of production, the four important elements that are required for production are what? Land, labor, capital, and organization. You can call organization or producer or entrepreneur also. Land gets rewards in the form of rent, labor gets wages or salaries, capital gets interest, capital means money. Then organizer or producer or entrepreneur, he is organizing all the other factors and he is getting what? Profits. I think for today this would be sufficient. Thank you.